Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you could please take your seats, because we're about to start. There will be plenty of room for networking over the coffee breaks. Now let's start. So, once again, good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for coming. Welcome here to Archa Plus and also on our live stream to the 6th edition of Culture Get Together Conference held this year within the SPARSE Plus Symposium. The event is organized, as you all know, by Nová in cooperation with European partners of SPARSE Plus. The subtitle of this year's conference is European Rural Touring, the Future. And basically, and you all well know it, but let's make a recap. The aim of the symposium is to share experiences and explore ways to sustain and develop cultural life beyond traditional centers with special emphasis on live arts. We would like to very much welcome our guests from abroad, outside of Czechia, and really sorry for this grumpy weather. We do as we can. On behalf of the organizers, we'd like also to greet our guests from the Ministry of Culture of the Czech Republic, the Ministry of Regional Development, the Creative Europe Desk, as well as a representative of the Prague Quadrennial, the traditional and soon upcoming world's largest event of performance design and space. Both of these organizations, the Creative Europe Desk and the Prague Quadrennial, have also informational booths here today, so you can discuss and ask things you're interested in. We'd also like to welcome the representatives of the City of Prague and colleagues from Czech and European regions, both organizers and institutions. Basically, welcome, good morning. Thank you very much for being here. I'd like to put your attention on something, because we have two important things to mention in regards of technology. Here you can see something that is putting my words into English, and the something is artificial intelligence. It's from our partner BYAI. You can you can take the QR code in your mobile phones and you can put any other language you would prefer. So it doesn't need to be only in English, but it also can be in Czech or other languages as you wish. It's astonishing, but also a little bit scary how good it is. At the moment that you will read something different than we say here on the stage, scream in terror, because it means that it learned from the politicians and we're all doomed. Sorry to the representatives of the ministries here. Now, other thing that is really important is Slido, because we're going to use Slido for your questions during the day. You're very much welcome to log in, and once each keynote speaker or the panel, the speakers, will end like the first part of their presentations, then will be always time for Q&A. So please write your questions there. If there is some question also here from the audience, we'll do our best to give you the mic also for you to be able to ask, just not analogically, basically, not digitally. And also, the other thing is, if you want to know who is here on the event, then log in into Eventival and you will see who is here. Who is the main point where you need to log in. And also, we would like to emphasize this is the Slido QR, but now you can see also what is the program. I think that you all know what's going to happen, but if not, here it is. It's basically very easy. We'll come to the official opening, then we have morning blocks, then we have the presentations, then we have example of good practices, then it's lunch, and I won't say what's next because you will forget it. So let's move on now with the morning program. And also, this is very important. We would like to very much thank to all our partners of the conference. You can see them, I think, yes, here. And once again, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now, let's move on. Please welcome for Nová the director of Nová Adriana Světlíková. Then the international relations, you can keep clapping because there are more of them. International relations manager Aneta Hladovcová. And the program director Petr Pola. Good morning.
Come closer. Okay. Thank you, Saša. This is Saša Michailidis. He will hosting us through 2 days. And maybe first of all, I would like to ask our technician, we forgot to present the entering video. Oh, if it is possible, so we can a little bit see what is all about the SPARSE Plus project. Is it possible to do it this way? Okay, so... Fine. So, hello everybody, welcome once again, our guests, our friends, here in Archa Plus space, which is a living space for dialogue and creation for the young generation. Thank you, Jindra Kripner. I don't know if here is Jindra Kripner, Executive Director. Thank you for hosting us. If you have any question about the concept of Archa Plus, please ask Jindra. Thank you once again. We will be here 2 days, and then you are moving to the Czech regions, to the very far region Bromov, or Bromovsko, let's say. So you will see our wonderful country, and which is very nice for us that you will discovering one of the most beautiful country in the Europe, of course. Okay, so this event is very special for Nová because we believe that the culture and living art is belong not only to the big cities but as well to the villages and small cities and of course to the rural areas. So on behalf of the Czech Cultural Network and service organization Nová síť, I'm very proud to say that we have been supporting arts and cultural cooperation for more than 20 years, maybe 21 years. Yeah, maybe 22? No, okay. We are a national cultural network connecting artists, cultural managers, and as well local communities and institutions across the Czech Republic. And we work closely with the European partners. And our mission is support collaboration, decentralization, mobility, and a culture so that art can truly reach every region, not only in Czech Republic and as well in Europe. And we are very happy to have a guest today and partners from more than 10 European countries. And we would like to thank you to all of you for your time and sharing your experience. It is very, very important for us, this sharing. And I would like to thank as well from this point our team Nová síť and SPARSE Plus team for preparing this conference because it's couple of months of preparing, so you can imagine it. It's a great work, so thank you very much for this point. Thank you. Because it's necessary that I have to be very short, so I hope that these 2 days will bring you inspiring ideas and new connections, and together we can make a rural culture more visible, not in a Czech Republic, but of course in a European context. And now it's my pleasure to introduce my friends and colleagues Aneta and Petr. Aneta, you know her very good because she leads our cooperation within the SPARSE Plus project, and she's an international relation manager. And Petr is a program director of Nová síť, and he will tell you more about today's program right after. But first of all, please welcome Aneta, and she will let you know a little bit more about SPARSE Plus and all the things about this very wonderful cloud with. Now we are inside, so enjoy the 2 days and as well till Friday. Till Friday we are together.
No, till Saturday.
Ah, Saturday. Okay, sorry. Yeah, So, yeah, she will let you know more. Okay, thank you very much. Enjoy.
Okay, thank you, Andres. And good morning, everyone. I'm just gonna read it out because I'm not that good. So as Aris mentioned, Nová has been part of the SPARSE project for quite some time. We are talking about it, it was since 2021. And for us, the collaboration perfectly reflects our long-term mission of Nová. And it's to support to culture beyond the big cities and to empower those who bring professional arts into the rural areas. So when the opportunity came to join SPARSE Plus, we had absolutely no doubt that we wanted to be part of it. The project is led by Daniele Sepe from Amat in Italy, sitting here, and it's true driving force. And the heart and the soul of the whole project is Ralph Lister from Take Art in the UK. I cannot see him right now. Doesn't matter. Yeah, there you are. Anyway, behind me you can see all of our partners. So I'm not gonna name them all. You can see it's quite a list, and it makes quite of work to just make things happen together. It's quite challenging a bit, but I invite you to take a moment to appreciate the diversity and the context of the communities represented here today. Nová plays roles in this large European family. We help local promoters, often small cultural organizers in rural towns and villages, to host and present professional performances. And thanks to the support of Creative Europe, we are able not only to co-finance the touring of artists, but also to provide continuous mentoring throughout the process, how to select performances, what criteria to consider, how to build a coherent program, and how to engage their local audiences. We also guided them through the practical side, including how and where to find the necessary co-financing to make their events possible. At the same time, we offered similar mentoring and exchange opportunities to artists so that both sides could learn, meet, and grow together. We also coordinate the very important part, the research part of the projects, and you will hear more about it later today. And finally, we are very happy to take on the organization on this conference, or if you want, symposium, because as some of you may know, that's something that we really enjoy and we have quite some experience with. So thank you very much, and I'm happy to pass the floor to Petr, sorry, who will tell you more about today's program. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Aneta. Thank you, Adris. It's nice to hear all this information. And good morning once again to everyone here at Archa Plus. It's a real pleasure to welcome you to the first day of the SPARSE Plus Symposium Culture Get-Together. After hearing the perspective of Nová and the international framework of SPARSE Plus, let me briefly take you through what lies ahead today, a day devoted to inspiration, reflection, and exchange. This morning, we will begin with inspiring voices. Sylvia Aman will open reflection on the future of culture policies in Europe's rural and regional areas. And François Materasso will reflect on lifetime of working with communities, exploring art as a form of resistance and co-creation as a way of empowering people to act, connect, and imagine otherwise. Later this morning, we will turn to the SPARSE Plus research presentations. Julia Zavalia give us brief insight into research process, into the research process of the SPARSE Plus project. We explore funding practices, sustainability, and community engagement in rural areas. And here I would like to take a moment to thank Ralph Lister for his dedication and vision for pushing this conversation further. Ralph, thank you. We look forward to hearing from you later today. and to the panel discussion you will be moderating in the afternoon. Yeah, it's nice. After lunch, Justin O'Connor will invite us to rethink how we value culture, not merely as an industry, but as a foundational good, something essential to public life, to democracy, and to our sense of belonging. We will challenge, he will challenge, not we, he will challenge us to consider what depends when culture is seen mainly through numbers, rather than as a shared space of meaning and imagination. And finally, to close this rich day, our colleague Jiří Šimek will host the Culture Open Mic, a space for spontaneity, creativity, and as we hope, a good dose of fun. Thank you all for being here, for bringing your energy, openness, and generosity. Let's make today a space for thoughtful exchange, new perspectives, and simple human empathy. Welcome and enjoy the day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Adris, Petr, Aneta. And now, please welcome the man that was already mentioned, the Vice Director of Amat, Daniele Sepe.
Good morning, everybody, and sorry for my voice, which is going to leave me in a few minutes, so it will be very short. First of all, thank you, everybody, for being here to share this day with us. I represent Amat, which is a regional organization in the center of Italy. We have been programming theaters for almost 50 years in our region. And on the occasion of SPARSE Plus, we had the occasion to rethink our work, our dialogue with our communities. And it was something which allowed to start again on how to approach the arts in areas where there are no theaters, no venues, but a lot of need of art. SPARSE Plus is the second edition of a project which was created in 2017. The concept was created by Ralph Lister, as anticipated. And the concept is very simple at the first approach, which is bringing professional art in rural areas. But this is realized using a specific model, a model in which the communities are involved from the beginning in the process of selection of the shows, promotion of the shows, and organization of the shows. And this means involving a higher number of volunteers who work for their communities, who decide to dedicate time and resources to their communities. In that first edition, we were 5 countries and 5 partners. After 7 years of work, we are now 14 organizations and 14 communities involved in the project. But more and more that we meet people, we meet friends, we meet organizations, we have the clear need of how this is a very big need to find ways to support the professional art, especially performing art in rural areas. This is the reason why we decided in this second edition to have also public moments, because this has to be a public moment, has to be an open, inclusive sharing on which could be the future of what we built until now. Will we be able to continue to fund money to create this kind of initiative? Will we be able to continue with our own resources when the Creative Europe Fund will finish? There are many questions, and during the day It will be a pleasure to hear thoughts, ideas, and we have panels and speech to help us to go deeper in this thematic. I also have to confess that today I felt a little bit embarrassed at a certain moment because understanding how many tensions we have at international level, at a certain moment I felt it was a privilege to be here to talk about this thematic. But I said to myself that it is not a privilege, it is a responsibility to take care of our own communities, that art and culture and performing art is not a privilege, is a need for our communities, as important as all the other services in our territories. So thank you for sharing, thank you to dedicate your time to this, thank you also to the institutions who accepted to dedicate their time to listen this need and these proposals. Last but not least, and sorry again for my voice, I have to namely say thank you to the organization of these days, because it was a huge and perfect organization realized by Nová. So Aneta, Hladovcová, Petr, Pola, Adriana, Světlíková, Victoria Gabashova, Eliška Burdova, Andrej Vold, a very big thank you from me for allowing us to work in a very comfortable solution. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks to Daniele, and thank you for the message. We are after elections now, so we really know how important it is to put together people that can speak to each other, even if they don't agree with each other, but at least they speak and they come into a common end. And what a night it has to be yesterday, Daniele. But no worries, no worries. What happens in Prague stays in Prague, okay? So, and now, please welcome the Deputy of the Cabinet Minister, the Deputy Minister of Regional Development of the Czech Republic and member of the European Committee of the Regions, Radim Sršeň.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's my great pleasure to be here. There is amazing atmosphere here, and I hope I will have time to stay for another, let's say, 45 minutes to hear also some introductory speeches. I am not a bloody politician from Prague, as it would seem. You know, you have heard this after elections, so we are now counting the time until we stay, and I hope the culture won't be destroyed after that. But first of all, I am a proud rural citizen, and for 15 years a mayor of a small rural municipality of 1,500 people. Although for the Czech relations, it's a big municipality in Olomouc region, close to Šumperk. And from this position, I am also a member of the European Committee of the Regions. Maybe I am the one who is called sometimes Mr. Rural, because I am the one who is dealing with all the issues. Even yesterday, I was in Brussels coming 11 evening, so sorry for being not that perfect. And I am trying also in this moment as a chair of the Rural Pact Coordination Group on the European level, which is a body which is coordinating all the rural policies across the European institutions. Last but not least, I'm also a passionate musician, a trombone player playing in several bands. And I had a great pleasure to play also in Radši Údolí with famous Czech swing singer Jan Smigmátor, who is a very good friend of mine. So I very much understand this concept. And when I was invited last year for a conference related to residencies, you know, I was checking what the residence is, you know, and finally I found this concept very interesting. What is my message to you? You know, I won't be at the ministry, but I will stay in Europe and I will be more active in Europe. And now there are very important times because 2028 plus programming period is being negotiated. I feel that the proposals are very challenging for rural areas. I think rural areas are not a museum, so that's great that we according to the new proposals, it should be taken more holistically, not just from the rural development programs and I don't know, the traditional approach. And I feel that there is a great space for culture in that also, because it's important to say that it's not just a museum, it's not just traditional culture. We need new approaches, we need so that the rural areas are vibrant, and I think this is what you are doing. So, on the other hand, when I read about the project and about the people, we are talking already very actively on the European level. There was a conference, Rebublic conference in Flanders 1 month ago. This month there is a European Rural Parliament in Scotland, which is taking part every 4 years. And I am afraid that you are not represented in those platforms because, you know, this is crucial because, you know, culture is taken as something which is granted, but it's not granted, you know, because you need resources, you need support, you know. So I am just offering you my help, my assistance. Adriana has my contact, so that we can really more incorporate you and your movement and your project into the debates, because we are talking about health, we are talking about the transportation, we are talking about the services, we are talking about the youth, demography, and all the issues. But unfortunately, about the culture, everything thinks that it's for granted, it's automatic, but it is not, you know. And I think that's my main message. So I am your ambassador within the European institutions, and would be happy to help you in case you want it. And I wish you a very fruitful conference, and I'm happy, thanks to Nová for organizing it and for being a part of it, and thanks for this map, because I know also moving station in Pilsen and some other projects, and I think those are very inspirational projects, and they are not just important for culture, but they are also important for the regional development. And I feel that for us as a ministry, and for me as a person who is dedicated to regional development already for 20 years, it's really very important to bring those new approaches and new institutions also to rural areas. So thank you very much for your activity. I wish you a fruitful conference, and I'm at your disposal.
Thank you very much to Radim. Sršeň. As it was said, it's after elections, and it's good to hear that the politicians have always like an exit strategy. Trombone. The money's so-so, Radim, but at least you'll have nice time. So now, let's move to the first presentation.